So the second game of the 24-hour period features Venda in white against TheWarOnTerry in yellow and green. Anya to Sarko for Venda. This is Fellaini. To Kennedy. Ball over the top for Sarko. In today at left wing. Good tackle by Smalling, the libero. Plays it up. Picked up by Key, though. Two changes of Venda. Sarko comes in left wing. And up top... Ooh, can't remember. The striker's new as well. We'll see him in a minute. Jenkinson on to Wilson. TheWarOnTerry. Van Dijk has it for Venda. To Fellaini. On to Kennedy. Oh, it's Diouf up top. Yeah, two changes there. Both enforced by injury. Fellaini for Venda. Diouf runs the channel and has it now. Comes inside. Oh, Neuer round the post. Sarko to take the corner. Neuer holds it. So TheWarOnTerry, relatively settled approach now with this kind of sweeper system. Two wing backs and a player just behind two strikers. Sarko free kick. I think the starting personnel is pretty much the same for TheWarOnTerry this week, but they are planning to give run-outs to a few fringe members if the game situation allows later on. Barkley corner for TheWarOnTerry. Forster holds that comfortably. Plays it long. Diouf wins the header, but he's got a lot to do now. I think, yeah, Smalling's there first. Smalling gives it to Neuer. Neuer looks for Vardy. Away by Evans, though. This is Diouf. Starting today, unusually, for Venda. Redmond. He's done very well for this team on the right wing. That's blocked, though. But Key picks it up again. Zabaleta. To Fellaini. To Kennedy. Blocked. Fellaini again. Zabaleta. Cross comes in. Out. And now Walters has it for TheWarOnTerry. First time ball to Vardy. Great counter-attacking ball, that. Gibbs throw in for TheWarOnTerry. Jamie Vardy. Oh, comes to Barkley. Turns. Held by Forster. Forster plays up towards Redmond. Sarko corner now for Venda. Evans. Fellaini nods it on. Evans finishes. 1-0 Venda. Johnny Evans. Number 2 for the season for Johnny Evans. And Venda take a 1-0 lead. Also worth mentioning that Toure has finally made it back to the substitutes bench for Venda. More because people are injured than a expression of enthusiasm on the part of the manager. This is Carl Jenkinson, who's been such a good player for TheWarOnTerry. Inside to Barkley. Jonathan Walters. Out to Kieran Gibbs. First time cross. Vardy taps it on. Wilson finishes. James Wilson with the goal. Almost instant reply from TheWarOnTerry. James Wilson, only his second goal of the season. Anya throw in for Venda. Fellaini. To Anya. To Kennedy. Kennedy plays it to Sarko, who's gone very wide. Anya the left back. Fellaini just outside the box, blocked by Smalling. Crunching tackle from Key, dispossessed Walters, I think. Anya. Little ball to Kennedy, this looks dangerous. Fellaini. Key for Venda. Kennedy needs the through ball. 3 men cluster him out of it, though. Half time, 1-1. Second half starts with TheWarOnTerry in possession. Walters to Malumbu. Spreads it to Kieran Gibbs. Ball over the top for Vardy. Vardy, Evans dispossesses him, though. Evans is being harassed by striker. Zabaleta throw in. This is Redmond. Goes past one man. Does well to get the cross in. Fernandez reads that though, intercepts the ball. Up to Wilson, but Evans beats him to it. Redmond back to Zabaleta. Zabaleta for Redmond to chase. Keeps it in. Beats Gibbs. Cross comes in. Neuer tips it round the post. Corner to be taken by Sarko. Remember, back in today because of injury. It's usually Joel Campbell on this left flank for Venda. And usually a Regi up front. Both of them out injured. Sarko corner. Oh, is that a penalty? Evans looked like he was balked in some way, but nothing given there. Jenkinson to take the throw in. To Fernandez. Up to Wilson. James Wilson, this is. Sarko corner. Fellaini just over the bar. So close. Neuer goal kick. Van Dijk wins that. Gives it to Fellaini. Sarko beats Jenkinson. Infield to Kennedy. To Diouf. Regi, such an important player for this team, and they'll probably miss him today. Jenkinson against Anya. Jenkinson comes away with the ball for TheWarOnTerry. Anya showed far too much of it to him. Up to Wilson. To Vardy. Sarko. Fellaini for Venda. To Kennedy. Finds Diouf. Oh, dangerous from Redmond. Wide, wide, wide. Sarko corner. Out by Fernandez. Back with Sarko. Away by Jenkinson. Up to Wilson. Needs men to support him. The counter-attack's on now. Vardy needs to play it left. Plays it right instead to Jenkinson. That works too. Jenkinson powers forward. Oh, burst of pace there. Jenkinson. Barkley. Held by Forster. But these wing-backs on the counter-attack, very dangerous for TheWarOnTerry. Jenkinson to Malumbu. I'd said Venda's had much the better of the half so far. Wilson to Walters. To Barkley. Shoots over the bar by Forster. But maybe some green shoots of recovery now from TheWarOnTerry. Barkley to take the corner. Out by Kennedy. Jamie Vardy has it again. To Barkley. Offside. Evans to take a free kick. To Zabaleta. Redmond. First time to Kennedy. Kennedy up to Diouf. Has to play the ball back to Kennedy with no runners ahead of him really. Anya. Comes inside. Anya. Jockeyed by Jenkinson. Jenkinson got a foot in. Good tackle. Mulumbu gives the ball straight away again to Evans. Sarko nods it on. Fellaini. Redmond. Offside. Offside. Won't count. But Venda do look like the more likely winners here. Neuer goal kick. Sarko nods it on. Mulumbu back to Fernandez for TheWarOnTerry though. Jenkinson's going to chase that and he's going to get there. Jenkinson, first time cross, out by Evans. Drops to Barkley. Oh, it's gone to Barkley again. He's finished 2-1. Ross Barkley. TheWarOnTerry take a 2-1 lead against Venda. Barkley's third goal for the club this season. Slightly against the run of play, I'd suggest. Toure now replaces Kennedy for Venda. Gritted teeth there, I think. And Perez replaces Sarko. Also for Venda. This is Mulumbu. So there's a reshuffle with those substitutions. Perez, the substitute, is now playing as the striker. And Diouf, who formerly played as the striker, shifted to the left wing. The other change with Kennedy going off is Toure playing the number 10 role just behind the striker. So that's a straight swap. Barkley. James Wilson for TheWarOnTerry. To Walters. Oh, good ball for Vardy. Vardy finishes his. James Vardy. 3-1 now to TheWarOnTerry against Venda. Vardy's 7th goal of the season. Quarter of an hour to go, roughly. Forced a goal kick for Venda. Lascelles nods it on. This is Fellaini now for Venda. Toure. Blocked. Comes to Fellaini. Diouf. Infield to Toure. Finds Redmond. Oh, Perez! Neuer holds it. So Good replaces Lascelles, TheWarOnTerry, and Rodwell comes on from Limbu to give them some match practice. Forced a goal kick. Out by Good, the substitute. Evans nods it on. Good again. Fellaini picks up Venda to Perez. Gibbs to TheWarOnTerry. Brings it across the halfway line. Gibbs infield to Barkley. First time, but Key intercepted that. Fellaini for Venda. Swings it right to Zabaleta. Zabaleta onto Redmond. Redmond tackled by Barkley. And that's time. Venda 1, TheWarOnTerry 3.